let us move toward the next topic of chapter 2, chapter 3, that is what? Introduction to Python. So let us start with function. Basically, function is a block of code which can only return when it called. That means what? It can run whenever the function is called in a program. Functions are important as they process data and can be called as and when it is required in a main program. The data can be passed with a known parameter into the function. A function is a block of organized reusable code that is used to perform a single action. Function provide better modularity for the application and a high degree of code reusing. Python provides many built-in functions like print. So print is a built-in function. Function block begin with the keyword def followed by the function name and the parenthesis. Any input parameter should be put in that parenthesis. The code block of each function start with a colon, and it's intended the statement return has to be used at the end of the function. So let us see the syntax which is used for the function. So as I told you, we have to use def, then we have to write the function name, then the parameters which are inside the parenthesis and the semicolon. Okay, this is the syntax. The function here is defined by using this syntax. Okay, inbuilt function. So let us see some inbuilt function used in a Python. So here are the some list that are used inbuilt function. For example, input. So this is what? Inbuilt function. Okay, this is OCT, oct, next, minimum, memory view, hash. So here you have some list that are nothing but the inbuilt function in a Python. So let us move towards the IO function. So what do you mean by IO function? I means input, O means output. So IO functions, the Python program has to obtain data from the user. Get it this? Okay, so it can be taken as an input from keyboard. Whenever Python program wants a data, it can be taken from the user, and the user can be enter that input from the keyboard. In Python, the input function is available as input, this one, and parenthesis, which can be written on Python prompt. For example, S is equal to input. So S is nothing but input. So this is, it can be written in a Python prompt in this manner. Then hello, and you have this output. Okay, the output can be written on console by using print function as. So whenever you want to see the output on in Python, you have to use print function. So print object 1 dash dash up to object j. For example, print hello. So print hello can be printed after executing this print function, and it hello word can be displayed on your monitor. So PreCounter function returns the time duration in a fractional manner. It measures the time taken by the program to execute a group of statements. Get it this? What do you mean by that? It measures the time, okay, taken by a program to execute a group of statement. How many time is required to execute a group of statement, that can be measured by using this. It includes time elapsed during sleep of the processor. Processor time, this is the another function, processor time. This function also returns time duration in a fractional second. Get it this? It measures the total time taken by the program and CPU in executing a group of statements. So how many time is required to execute a particular instruction by the program and CPU, that can be measured by using this process time. It would not include the time lapsed during the sleep of the processor. So T1 is equal to PreCounter, that means the first function, and T2 is equal to process timer. So these are the syntax used to use these functions. They can be used in this manner. So these are the some functions, inbuilt function. Here you have the list of inbuilt functions, okay, or with their description. For example, the function Python dictionary update, okay, then Python list append. It adds a single element to the end of the list. Get it? By using this function, a single element is added at the end of the list. Python list insert. Insert an element to the list. Whenever you want to insert an element in the list, you have to use this function. Python list remove, that means any item can be removed from your list. So in this way, these inbuilt functions which can be available in Python, and these are the description used for this particular function. So now let us move toward the installation of Python. Okay. As mentioned earlier in this chapter, in a previous video, I explained you how to install a Python, okay, by in a different operating system, that is Linux, Windows, like this, or Mac. So Python is a cross-platform programming language. That means it can run on multiple platforms like Windows, Mac OS, that is Mac operating system, Linux operating system, etc. So Python program can be typed and run on command prompt or in IDEL. Get it this? So that Python program can be run in this both manner. On command prompt, it immediately returns the result of command that user has entered. Get it this? Whenever user want to use a Python, so you have to write the command on a command prompt. Okay, it that user get the result immediately. But in case of ideal, the program can be saved and then runs to see the output. That is the difference in a command prompt and ideal environment. There are different ways in which Python program can be run as interactive mode, okay, command line, text editor versus code, IDE, that is PyCharm. So let us see the first, the interactive mode. In an interactive mode, the program can be run by the sequence. To enter an interactive mode, you will have to open command prompt on window and type Python and press the enter. So this is the interactive mode. Command mode. To run a Python script, store in .py file in the command mode has to write Python keyword before the file name on the command line. Get it this? Now text editor. To run Python script on a text editor such as VS Code, okay, following steps have to be followed. Go to the extension section or press Ctrl Shift X on Windows, then search and install extension.python and code runner. After that, restart VS Code, then create a new file with the name, that for example hello.py, and write code. For example, print hello. Then right click on the text and select the option run code, or press Ctrl Alt N to run the program. So this is the text editor, that is VS Code. Now IDE Py, that is PyCharm. Okay. So in Python script can be run on a IDE, integrated development environment, such as PyCharm. So here we have the steps that are used to run a program. Create a new project. Give a name to that project as GFG and click on create. Select the root directory with the project name as specified in the last step. Then right click on it, then go to new and click on Python file option. Then give the name to the file, for example as hello. Any name can be specified. Okay. Then we'll create a hello.py file in the project root directory. Here the extension .py need not be specified as it will taken by automatically. So with this we are going to finish today's topic. So let us stop now. Thank you.